Hi, this is Death Echo here, going over the Guild Wars 2 Halloween Scavenger Hunt event, where you'll find some spooky ghosts, ghoulish spiders, and terrible tasting candy corn. If you finish the quest, you'll also get a pretty awesome looking backpack as well. This video has been brought to you by North, located on the Sanctum Overall server, and without any further ado, we'll get into the quest. Okay, we're going to start this quest line. Now, it does start in Lion's Arch. It's pretty easy to find. You're looking for Magister Tassie, and you see when I zoom in where she's going to be located, right there. She actually has a pumpkin over her head, so it makes it easy to find. Once you find her, you're going to talk with her, and she's going to give you a candy-powered matter meter type item. Um, what this does is when you use it, you have candy corn in your inventory. It takes up a couple and changes your hotbar down at the bottom to the different skills that are listed. The first skill you're going to be using to find the first ghost, that's actually right next to her, is the number 3, and that's a scan etheric field. Now when you back up far enough, what's going to happen is the players are going to disappear, but the NPCs are going to stay within clip range. So it makes it easy to find the first ghost. A lot of people thought this was bugged, but it's just that there's so many people you can't find the ghost. Once you back up and find it, just click on her and run back in and talk to her. And then you're going to get the first book. After you get that first book, we're actually going to stay in Lion's Arch and go and get the second and move on from there. And now for the second book, it's also going to be in Lion's Arch. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. It's almost due north of the Grand Piazza, and you can see that on the map. And I'm going to go ahead and make a little circle, and just so you can see where I am and where the entrance is. You can go ahead and head into the water. That's actually where the entrance will be. It's going to be a grate that's half broken out, and you can't enter in through there. So when you get down here, just go on in and start following the tunnel. This one actually isn't difficult at all for the most part. You head in, head to the left, follow the only way you can really go, and then you're going to reach an area that looks like it's pretty much sealed off, but it's not. When you reach that area, which is right here, go ahead and just swim down. Most people have found this area before, so it's not new to a lot of people, but sometimes you forget where entrances are and things like that, and it can be frustrating getting back in. So go ahead and follow the tunnels down into the back, and you're just going to keep following about the only way you can go. Make sure you head down when you reach that underwater split, and it's going to take you into this cave with the crashed ships. If someone's used their scanner recently, you should be able to see the ghost. If not, you're going to be using your Aqueous scanner, and that's going to be your number 1 on your bar. So go ahead and use that, talk to him, and you're going to get the next book, and we're headed for the third book. The third Scavenger book is going to be in Lion's Arch as well. So the first 3 are actually really easy to find. You don't have to do a lot of porting or running or anything like that. It's actually going to be down at the water viewpoint. You can see where I'm pointing to it on my map. Just go ahead and spawn at that waypoint and head west. When you head in the water, you can actually see this little monument over here. And occasionally what happens is a suspicious activity pops up on the top of it. When you interact with it, it's going to shoot these water fountains off below, and you can go ahead and swim on down there and actually pick up personalized trick-or-treat bags, which is a nice find because they are better than just the standard trick-or-treat bags. So you can pick up a couple of these along the way in this scavenger quest. Once you find that, you're going to go ahead and continue heading west until you see this little area over here. It doesn't look like you can see much, but when you get closer, you're going to notice the ghost is actually inside there. And again, like the other ones, if people are using their scans, go ahead and talk to her. If not, just use an etheric scan or number 3 on your bar, and you should be able to talk to them. Okay, and the fourth book we're going to be picking up is going to be over in Divinity's Reach in Queensdale. It's actually right outside of Divinity's Reach. There's a couple waypoints you can spawn to get here, but it's actually going to be listed right on the map. I'm pointing at it now. It's a little graveyard area. So you spawn, pretty easy. You just go walk up to it and you'll see it right there. Um, there is a pumpkin that you can carve on the way there, which is actually kind of fun to get to. For a minute or two, I thought something was going on with the costume contest and someone was knocking me back. And then I realized that it's actually seemed to be a little practical joke. So if you try to come in on the left side, it's not going to let you. It's just going to keep kicking you back. I'll go ahead and walk to it and show you. Try as you might, you're just going to keep doing that. So on the right hand side though, you can actually walk right in and get to that pumpkin to carve it. So it might save somebody some time. Right up to the east of that pumpkin, to the northeast that is going to be the ghost. If nobody's made it available, you can again use your scanner and just run a gaseous scan and you should be able to see that ghost. So that's it for book 4. Book 5 is going to be out in Kessex Hills. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in to show you where you can port in on. This one is actually a little more convoluted than the other ones. Initially when it came out, there was suspicious locations, and they really didn't give you that much information on where to find the actual ghost you needed to speak with. So there's a pumpkin over here you can carve, and previously you were actually able to go over to the side of the building. I'll show you right now, and get up on top of it to actually get additional personalized trick-or-treat bags. But it seems with the patch where they stopped the doors from respawning over and over again, they also stopped it from spawning those personalized bags and being able to get up on top of that roof. So we're going to go and take a look at the first suspicious location. It's this grave right here. A skeleton's going to pop out and he's going to point you in the right direction. So we're going to go ahead and follow where he showed the way, I guess. Up and around here, and the ghost is going to be somewhere mixed in there with those people. Hopefully it's a little bit easier to find. If you go back and forth, you should be able to talk to them. If not, just to make sure, go ahead and do a scan and just use the etheric scan, and you should be able to find this this ghost. And that is book 5. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and get that final book. It's going to be out in Genderen Fields, up in the north. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and let you see where the waypoint's going to be. Once you spawn at this waypoint, you're going to head due west to the crypts and head on inside there. This is my favorite piece of the book to get, just because it's the most fun, and you get to fight things, and at the end of it there's also a chest as well. So it's fairly straightforward to find the crypt and get in there. When you do go inside though, there's going to be some traps. The first set of traps aren't too dangerous, it's just some flame. You can roll through them or walk through them. It really doesn't do that much damage. The items you do need to worry about though are going to be these spike traps. It looks like a guildie was heading here as well. Found a spike trap. I found just moving through them and heading up near the top of these coffins is the safest way to go. Then you go ahead and head around in here. There's people scattered throughout here fighting different monsters and things like that. Uh, you could be like a necromancer or something else and actually just walk through the traps if you felt like it, if you could take the damage, but it does do quite a bit of damage. You're going to go ahead and enter this room, and you're going to see this chest in like a glittering stone. Now, if you turn around all the way, in the back left corner is where you're going to find the ghost. And if he's not here, you can actually do a gaseous scan, and that's going to make him pop up, and you'll be able to speak with him. And that is where the final book is. Go ahead and take everything you've recovered back to Magister Tassie in Lion's Arch, and she's going to allow you to turn it all in, and it'll complete the scavenger hunt, and you should be receiving an item in your mail. So it's pretty much that easy. I hope this helped some people out and made it a little bit easier to do this